Yo, what is up, fam? It's your dude FanOf here, and we're gonna react to how the market is doing before the RuneScape new quest is released. One of the biggest quests ever for OSRS. The Desert Treasure 2 quest is getting released, bro. Desert Treasure 2 quest. So we gotta react to this video. This is by FlippingOldSchool. I don't think I reacted to any of his videos yet, but hey, you gotta do this. We gotta see the prices of stuff before this huge update releases, guys. So we'll check it out right now, guys.
Whenever a large piece of content comes to RuneScape, there is always a ton of speculation on
Nice artwork for the upcoming quest, brother.
how it's going to affect the RuneScape economy. With Desert Treasure 2 coming out in
Twisted Bow over 1.4 now.
just a couple of weeks, and it being one of the biggest content releases of the year, it's caused RuneScape
For sure. Bounty Hunter was one, Desert Treasure 2. I don't think there's gonna be raids 4 this year, but
economy to do some really interesting things. Now, I think a great place to start is with the Twisted Bow, which just reached a new
oh yeah, definitely this PVM item, bro. Because there's gonna be 4 bosses.
all-time high.
So you can just like farm for like very expensive items here, guys.
Barring the release day, of course, of 1.5 billion gold, which is unheard of before. If you look back through the entire history, it's at the highest point ever, and it has since doubled since its all-time low back in November of 2021.
Dang, it got that low, guys, bro. I bet at that point, everybody's like, this item is terrible. It's not worth anything, bro. But 786 mil.
And now, is there a reason that the Twisted Bow in particular has gone up this much? I don't think so, but generally, I think Desert Treasure 2 is causing a lot of
Come on, we got 2 things. We got Raids 3 releasing. Nobody's doing Raids 1 that much. And then we got this Raids 3 releasing. All these PVM, a bunch of PVM stuff. And then just inflation, I think, guys. In my opinion.
speculation across a variety of different sectors of the PVM market. Now, although we know a fair bit about Desert Treasure 2, a lot of the details have not been revealed.
Not really, but man, it's actually coming in a couple days, guys. Less than a couple days now. It's about to be another day. It's about to be the 23rd, so it's about a day almost.
We only really know the names of the bosses, and nothing has really been shown about how you kill them as of yet, so that has really caused a ridiculous amount of speculation across a
We should know. It's it's probably going to be related to we might have to need the normal spell book for this.
ton of different items. The Twisted Bow is going up
Just like it was in the first quest, but that's not confirmed. It is not confirmed, guys.
because people assume it could be good at the new bosses because historically
Look at the volume traded. 589 bill in just 24 hours of the Twisted Bows being traded. That's basically as much as BTC's bank, guys.
it has excelled at new content, but nobody knows for sure. The Scythe is another great example. The Scythe has gone up a lot in the last couple of months, going up nearly 200 mil ever since.
Jeez, thankfully I don't need one because my big goal is just having the 99 I'm not 99 the Inferno Cave guys, so I can PK. That's my only goal.
April, but there
Maybe this new quest. I don't know.
isn't any specific reason why, but
Eventually maxing as well. We all gotta see, man. We gotta see.
there's speculation, there is hope, and that has driven some demand for the item.
Oh man, the hope is getting revived. It usually happens around when updates happen, guys. Right, guys? The hope is getting revived.
And it's pushed it up nearly 30% or so. Another example is the Harmonized Orb, which has actually gone up a lot in this month in particular, going from 300 mil back in May up to a peak of 400 this month.
I was selling mine at like 340 mil.
So like a 25% increase on a niche item like the Harmonized Orb is quite a lot. It's not just the mega rare items either, like the Armadyl Crossbow has gone up a significant amount this month. I have no idea why, just people assume maybe it might
Why is it 51 mil, guys? What the?
be good. At Desert Treasure 2, it's gone from about 39 mil up to
Yeah, I guess, it's not no Zarate crossbow, but it is the next best thing, basically.
49 mil in just a
So it's good for PVM.
month, which is a massive increase, honestly.
Maybe, I don't know. Guys, is it good for like TOA or anything? I don't know. I know it's good for PKing, decent for PKing,
The Ancestral Robe
but also very expensive. What
set
the?
is crazy. It's nearly
Oh, I thought that was just the top, bro. It's only it's the set, which isn't that crazy high, but it's still crazy high.
400 mil for the entire thing right now, which you can
Sheesh.
see how much has gone up just this month alone. The Ancestral Robe set has doubled this year, which is something I never thought I would say. It's pretty much at an all-time high for the entire set, if you just borrow the release day, of course.
Yeah, that's pretty wild, guys. I remember they were like 70 mil a piece. Now they're 100 something mil, 200 mil almost for a piece now.
Now with Desert Treasure 2, they're going to be releasing some upgrades to the Dagonoth rings, and because the original rings are going to be required to make the new ones, now the Berserker ring has gone up around a mil ever since May.
And nothing crazy. There's just so much of volume of them. I don't think they're like there's people that farm DKs for like so long and got so many rings, so
Which is about a 25%
can't expect too big of an increase here, guys.
increase. The Archer ring is up a bit as well, around 600 or 700k, but probably the biggest increase just on percentage is the Warriors ring, which is up, I think like 300, 400%. Let's see. Back
Wow, bro.
in December of this year, it was worth 30k.
Imagine you had these as a collection. I'm sure there was someone out there that may or may not have had a collection of these items, guys. And they cash out huge.
And the last month it peaked at nearly 400, which means it's gone up 15 times in value almost, which is absolutely ridiculous. The Sears ring is also up a significant amount as well.
Guys, I will never merch again on this game, bro. I just don't want to take the risk. I just want to never take the risk on these items.
Although, what's going on here? This year, the Sears ring is up about 5 times in value.
I didn't never expect the Sears ring to be worth a lot as well, but since, you know, they're requiring basically the Sears ring to be used, you know, it's a good idea, I think.
It's actually a decent drop from Dagonoth now, which is kind of weird to say. 1.5 mil at its peak early July. Now, one thing you probably shouldn't do is unhealthily obsess over RuneScape price graphs, but hey, here we are. If you want something that's healthier though, I would definitely recommend checking out Factor, the sponsor of today's video. By far, one of my biggest
Factor
guilty pleasures is takeout food. But it's come to my attention that all those burritos and burgers I've been ordering, not that healthy. With
Is that a donut hamburger? That would actually slap, bro.
Factor though, you can get the convenience of a takeout, but healthier. Factor has a
Why are laptops always like silver, bro? I've been seeing, sorry, I'm getting a new laptop soon, and they're always like silver.
massive menu, with each week having more than 27 meals to choose from. All you have to do is pick a couple meals that you like, and Factor will deliver ready-made meals right to your door. My favorite part is once the meal is here, it only takes 2 minutes to make, which not only saves me a ton of time, but I'm terrible at cooking.
That'd be good if, yeah. I like this idea. If you could just microwave them, yeah. But only if I could pick out the meals that I get.
So it also saves me the disappointment
That is some burnt toast.
that is my home cooking. Factor is 100% flexible, which means you can customize your meal every week, or if you want, you can just skip a week entirely. It's totally up to you. Factor is honestly a game changer, and I would definitely recommend giving them a try. Right now there's a discount being offered actually to my channel viewers. You simply just have to use the link in my description, or go to go.factor75.com and enter the code POGFOSJUL50 for 50%.
They're making, guys. I've seen another content creator get sponsored, and the first 3 letters are POG as well, man.
Off your first box. For every person that gets a box, my description is also in a live update to count up all the purchases, which is
That's where it updates right there. With that emoji. I did not know, guys.
kind of cool. And once again, thank you to Factor for supporting the channel and sponsoring the video. Now, another kind of funny
Guys, you had to set up some sort of bot to do that.
price swing I noticed this week was actually on Torva. You can see here just a week ago, they released the Blood Torva concept that's going to be coming with Desert Treasure 2.
Bruh.
Purely cosmetic, but that actually caused Torva to go up actually a notable amount. The full helm
For cosmetic?
went up about 30
Wait, 238? I thought it was like a bill for the set, guys. What happened?
mil. The plate body
Wait, yeah, the plate. That was the legs. I thought it was a plate.
went up about 30 mil as well, and the plate legs about 20 mil. So overall,
Oh,
nearly
that was a helmet. That was the cheapest thing. Oops.
an 80 mil swing just because of some cosmetic information. Kind of interesting.
They affect the prices of the game.
The reality is that if you look at most items right now, they are tending to be trending upwards. And that really boils down to the fact that nobody really knows what's coming with Desert Treasure 2, so people are stocking up.
Yeah, it might be a dragon that's a boss. Look at this freaking price increase, man. Dude, if I log in, I might be like a couple $100 mil richer because of these price increases.
On a variety of different items, either to merch or just to have. So what's most likely going to happen
71 mil for that, wow.
when the content actually comes out, almost every
The RuneScape stocks, brother.
piece of item is going to crash in the first couple of days or the first week. And then eventually what will actually be useful will kind of rise to the top. At that point, those items might go up in value or they might not, depending on how much of the demand was already priced in at the time. But that part's almost impossible to really know for sure.
Facts, bro.
Now, by far the biggest update of the month has to be Forestry. It's had a pretty large effect on
Guys, we haven't even tried this update out yet.
a lot of items in the woodcutting market, including logs, axes, and of course all the
Trust me, it's no longer like that in the forestry worlds.
new items that Forestry
It might
actually
be a little bit like that, but why are they at the willows, guys?
introduced. Now let's start with
You could be at the magics. Magic logs are better.
probably one of the most talked about items. That was the Dragon Axe. Prior to the update, the Dragon Axe went up, I think, as high as 300k back when it was originally announced, but was hovering around the 200k mark for quite a while. Of course, after Forestry was
Man, I thought these were like a mill, bro. They're freaking dog water.
actually released, it plummeted. It is now nearly
I blame all the PVMers farming the flip out of Dagonos, bro. Pretty, common drop.
back down to alc value again. The interesting thing about Forestry is only part 1 was released, which means there's more content to come, including the two-handed axe. The two-handed axe will be an upgrade to the original axe. I'm pretty sure they're actually in the Grand Exchange database already. Oh my god. So I think the demand for
Bro, I did not know about this.
axes could still go up when part 2 releases, I think in September. The third age axe is a really interesting one. How many people are going to make the third age axe? Because I'm pretty sure it's irreversible. The third age axe is still up about 700 mil from where it was a couple months ago.
Dang, bro. What the heck? 1.1 bill for it.
Will the third age
Bro, that's something I could buy. That's one of the best items I can buy right now and show off. The third age axe.
two-handed axe be worth more or less? Because the process as of yet is irreversible, are
I do like the concept of this. They should release third age boots, man. That'd be cool.
more people going to make the two-handed version? And then all of a sudden there's way more two-handed third age axes than not? Who knows? Now, one really interesting side effect that Forestry has had is actually on the Arctic pine log.
These of all things. But why? Why, guys?
Pretty much for
There's no, bonfires in RuneScape.
the entire month, the Arctic pine log has been the most expensive
FanoFOSRS.
log that you can chop in the entire game, blowing past even the cost of magic logs.
I already blame the bots. I know it's the bots that crashed this.
Even as of today, they're worth around 900 each, which is pretty much the same as a magic log, which is crazy considering they're way quicker to chop. Now, logs in general have gone up a bit with Forestry, but the reason the Arctic pine log went up so significantly, you can see this giant spike here, is because Arctic pine logs are actually required to claim some of the items from the Forestry shop, including the new Forestry outfit.
Bro, look at all those requirements, man. 500 of every single log, it looks like.
And the funky shaped log. That's added.
Literally every single log.
You can see a ton of demand for the item that really wasn't there before, going from traded about 10,000 per day to 600, 700,000, which is a gigantic increase. Now beyond that, we have the brand new items that came up with Forestry, including the new leaves, the log brace, the leprechaun charm, and the bee on a stick. Now the leaves are kind of interesting. As of yet, they have absolutely no use, but they're still going for like 300 or 400 each, depending on the leaf.
Dude, that's a lot. That's a lot. I bet the bot owners are like, oh snap, this could be a lot of money for us, you know what I mean?
The lower level ones are generally going for around 400. Magic leaves are going for closer to 900. They're literally worth the same amount as a magic log, but there's no
They might release some use for these guys, I don't know.
use for them yet. But when Forestry comes out, leaves are going to be used to make teas, and there's some speculation that these items might go up in price once part 2 of Forestry comes out, so that's where
Oh, Forestry Part 2 is coming. What the heck? Even more? Even more?
most of the demand is coming from. right now.
Whoopsie.
Now the log brace is kind of interesting. On release, it was going for around 5 mil. Now for the first couple of days, you were actually able to trade in the log brace and refund it for anima bark. Now because you could buy the log brace right on the Grand Exchange, that essentially meant everything in the shop was purchasable, albeit through a roundabout way, which means you could buy the pet
Bro, are you serious?
transmog pretty much right from the Grand Exchange simply by buying log braces and refunding them at the shop. That increased the demand for this item a lot and held it pretty steady at a
Well, now he's selling them for 1 mil, bro. No longer 5 mil.
couple million GP each for the first few days, but eventually they hotfixed
Did he sell these himself, guys? That'd be cool if he did.
that and it just plummeted immediately.
Hey, when does it not if it's a farmable item like this?
Currently it's worth around 300k each for the log brace, which is probably more realistic considering it's not that useful. As far as other new items,
Yeah, what is the logs used for, bro? Not like a phone or anything. Imagine they release phones for RuneScape.
we have the leprechaun charm and the bee on the stick, simply going for about 5,000 each. Although you can see
Wait, like actual bees?
this week exactly when they
Bro, I didn't even know this was in the game.
fixed the bee random event, which caused them to double for a short time, but not much to report besides that. Overall, the forestry economy is pretty interesting. Having a lot of the items be tradable, I think, adds a lot to why people are actually enjoying forestry. The prices of items are still reasonably high right now, I would say, mostly in anticipation for part 2.
Yeah, but the bots will crash it. There's already... I think program forestry bots within a day, by the way.
I'd imagine over, a year from now, most of these items are going to be almost worthless because they're so easy to get. You get them kind of passively just by chopping trees, and forestry is going to be the meta way to train woodcutting, assuming you're not using tick manipulation, which most people don't. Now this month we're definitely still seeing the fallout from the removal of the new prayer book, although maybe we'll get it someday. For the near future we're not getting it, which means the price of prayer supplies continuing to plummet. Superior Dragon Bones are down another 2,000 GP just in the month, or another 20%, continuing a 3 or 4 month slide. Dragon Bones are
Yeah, rip. The prayer update, man. It failed. No new prayer book, guys.
also following a
And I'm pretty happy. But they haven't scrapped the new skill, which is fine.
very similar trend. They're down about 1,200 just in the last couple of months. Bringing them
Imagine we max real quick. Actually, no. Never mind. You gotta get 200 mil all. Never mind. I was gonna say we can go for like rank 1, but nah.
down to nearly an all-time low.
I don't think I'll get to 200 mil all before this update happens, bro.
Oh, not quite yet. They still can go much further, but
The new skill
they're getting there.
that is.
And finally, we have to, of course, have a look at the bond. This week, bonds have sold for pretty much 9 mil, which is insane. We're getting so close to a 10 mil bond. The real question is, are we going to get it by the end of the year? Possibly. It's only July at this point. You can see, honestly,
They're gonna be like RS3 prices pretty soon.
just how much they've gone up recently. Now, whenever I see bond prices, I'm always uncertain that, is it just inflation of the currency? I mean, is just tons more gold coming into the game?
Basically.
Or is it something else? But the price of bonds are almost on track to have nearly doubled since September. And that's kind of insane. Anyway, guys, thanks for checking out my market recap again. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.
Same
Now, before
here.
I go here, I want to give a giant thank you to all of my members.
Well, same here. I'll see you guys next one. Peace out, everyone. We'll just let his members show on the screen. Thank you guys for watching, man. Much appreciated, guys. I'm glad to be back. Later, guys. Peace out.